gamers. How are we all doing today? Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Oh, there's so many bright things on the screen right now that are not supposed to be there because I can't get my life together. Dutch, thank you for the 100 bits. Where is... There we go. That's fine, right? That's fine. You know what? Let me take this off the screen temporarily. I feel like it's a little bright. It's a little bright. A little bit. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I am almost on time. It's okay. Hello, Thrash. Hello, Dr. QWERTY. Hello, Seika. Mousy is healthy now, thank God. Hello, Casey. Hello, Fire. Hello, Michar and Starry. Hello, DeVito. Hello, Doge. Hello, Icy. Hello, Haru. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Connor. I hope I did not miss anybody. Hello, Komoko. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we have a very special brand of ASMR. I don't know if it's going to be very relaxing at all, but we are going to be reading posts from Reddit. Am I the asshole? The subreddit. If you have never heard of it, it is it's a little place where people go to talk about the things that happen to them, and they ask people if they were the jerk in the situation. Jen said the word. I know, there's really no avoiding it, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to get used to it. It's very wholesome. It maybe. Hello, Tora. Hello, Wombologist. We might not be doing any triggers today, depending on what they are, because mostly it is going to be a reading stream, and hopefully we can run down the clock even more. I could say, "Am I the jerk?" but I feel like it doesn't come across quite as well. But we'll see. If you guys have any favorite, if you also scroll the subreddit, I used to read it quite a lot. Thankfully, I have escaped. But if there are running the clock, yes, the subathon clock. If you have any favorite posts that you know of or would like to share, feel free to toss your suggestions in here, and we will read them, preferably, if possible, nothing like NSFW or anything like that. I know with this subreddit, it can get a little bit crazy. Wombologist, like I said, we're supposed to be focusing on the subreddit. Can I read what? There are no links allowed in chat, you know. Been in a rather hot-tempered mood today, but at least that's made me pretty energetic. Nice. But yeah, Wombologist, like I said, we're supposed to be redoing subreddit reading today. You know. Okay. If anything, we also have the Wombologist. Wombologist, people asked me last time if we did the Woo Speak. It's a subreddit post. It's not from the subreddit that we're reading from. If I would do the Woo Speak ASMR, but I don't think that works. Yeah, it's why you ask about things like that first. Okay. If anything else, we also have the Twitter account. They select things from the actual subreddit. So instead of me just scrolling through the subreddit, we can do that as well. No ooh, no ooh during ASMR. We have established this, fellas. Alrighty. We have 2 suggestions so far. Thank you, Dr. Curdy. You were warned, webbologist. Let me go there. And I guess it would be fine for me to pull it up in the background, right? Or maybe I shouldn't. Would you guys like to read along to it? We'll go without for now. And if we want to see the text on screen later, we can add it. I've never really been on that subreddit, though I've thought of making a self-post on there at one point. It's so interesting. It would be interesting to hear other people's thoughts, but like at the same time, what if I get judged wrongly? Like if people are like, yeah, Jen, no, you were right in this situation, then that'd be nice. But if they're like, no, you were wrong, then I'd be like, dang it, I would only I would only ever want to post if I'm like, yeah, I'm in the right, totally. Wouldn't be able to handle the pressure. Exactly. Hello, Lucarcine. Welcome. Yeah, the best of we could is also there, which is nice. I think I kind of read through those already, but I mean that was a long time ago. Jen, a jerk? Never. Exactly. Hello, heart. Welcome. Okay. Jen and T, exactly. At first I was like, are these made up? Some of them definitely are. I think some are pretty obviously fake, but some of them are definitely actually supposedly real. Some of the posts are wild. They're kind of addicting. Hopefully I don't go back to reading them, because that would take it would take so much time. I used to spend so long just scrolling the subreddit. I'm good, thank you. Alrighty. This first one is, am I the asshole for blowing up at my husband for messing with my alarm and causing me to miss my exam? Not gonna lie, when I first read the title, I thought it said that the husband blew up her alarm and caused her to miss her exam, but you know, this is mildly less bad, at least. Reddit as a whole is addicting, which is why I avoid it like the plague. Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time scrolling through it, and it was taking time away from productivity. Thankfully, now I just scroll Twitter, which is just as bad. Hello, I am a 23-year-old woman who has been married to my 26-year-old husband for a year. I'm in my last year of university, and I've been so busy for the last 2 weeks with many projects and finals looming. My husband complains from seeing me studying and not doing activities together or hanging out with friends anymore. Oh, this is not looking so well for him so far. Hello, Envy. If her husband blew up the alarm, he's not an asshole, he's a legend. Yeah, I was like, if he blew it up, then I'm assuming that's an accident. But if he messed with it, that's pretty on purpose. I've told him it's not going to last forever, and I need to focus because this is my last year, and it's been the hardest. Are you late? No, we're just 15 minutes into stream right now. You are early. Welcome. The day before before the exam, he wanted me to go with him to a friend's birthday party. I refused because I was busy preparing for my exam. He pleaded with me, saying it's just 1 hour, and talked about how his friends will be upset if I'm not there. I'm sorry. Do they not like you? Do they not like this guy? They're like, oh yeah, we'll only let you come, if your wife comes as well, you know? Like, they like her better than him, you know? Hello, Ion. Because otherwise, why? What? Why would they care? I said no and shut down any further discussions. He got upset and called me selfish and inconsiderate, but then dropped it. Hello, Milo. Welcome, welcome. Before I went to bed, I set my alarm clock like I always do, since I'm a heavy sleeper and I stayed up late studying. The next morning, I woke up at 9 a.m. I literally freaked out and checked my alarm and found that it was set to go off at 9:30. I had no idea how this happened till my husband told me he did this to repay me for refusing to take one hour to attend the party, so he took this hour from my time. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely blew up at him, just yelling and screaming at him left and right. He just stood there shocked from my reaction and my rage. Yeah, you think, bro? I got dressed quickly and rushed to the university. They didn't let me into the exam hall. I got into a lot of hassle to get them to reschedule the exam, especially since I had no legit reason as to why I was late. It was awful, is all I can say. I went home and my husband and I stopped speaking to each other. He kept acting as if I hurt his feelings and traumatized him by yelling, and that I deserve what he did since he was frustrated with my continual refusal to attend all events for the past 2 weeks. I might be wrong for not considering it, but I think that my exams should be a priority, and his way of teaching me a lesson was not right. Wow, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You guys seem to agree. I would never talk to him again. Who does this, right? Is guilt tripping? Yeah. He is the a-hole, that's right, Imperial. Hello, Art. Very petty. What a healthy relationship, right? What did he do? She was basically studying for exams for 2 weeks, so she couldn't, go out with friends or, relax kind of a thing. And he was upset with her for not giving him time and attention, so he turned off, or he reset her alarm clock on the day of an exam and caused her to oversleep and miss it, basically. So, pretty solidly, he is definitely the jerk. You want me to make a poll at the end to vote on if the OP is the asshole? I think only if it seems divided, This one is pretty obviously, she is definitely not the jerk here. He is. Yeah. And then, he was like, victim blaming, it wouldn't have happened if she would have just gone out with him. And, her being angry at him for this is causing him to be upset. Well, maybe if you didn't reset her alarm clock, then this wouldn't have been a problem. It's just 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. Who cannot live without going out without your wife for 2 weeks? You know. That's so wild. I spend years not going out. He 100% is. Yeah. Feels a bit unnecessary if it's too much, too time consuming, I think. If we do it for every single post, only the ones where it's like, are they the jerk here? Hey, Jonesy. Hello, welcome. Let's see. This thread is now locked due to an excess of rule violations. Be civil. That includes calling anyone any version of a child. Attack behaviors / ideas, not people. Well, I mean, it sounds like the comments were relatively agreed that he was the jerk. Jen is really relatable tonight. Always on Twitter, never goes out. I'm always relatable. I always do this. Not the asshole. Your husband wanted to actively ruin your future because of a party you couldn't attend? What kind of a husband would do that? It's so petty. I think he deserved a lot more than just being yelled at. I would have kicked him out immediately. No worries, Mitchar. Honestly, I was too. It's just the subreddit's rules. We're not in a subreddit right now, so shh, it's okay. Jen's the streamer of the people, that's right. This is from the original poster. Hello, Damien. My husband and I started dating around the time of my second master's and got married after I completed it. Now I'm in a PhD program. Through all of it, I've had to work insanely hard, but never has the man complained once. Oh, never mind, that's not the OP. Oh, okay. What does it mean when they highlight a comment in red? I've never seen that before. I haven't been on Reddit in a while. Maybe it's like this comment's gotten rewards or something? Maybe? Probably. Your partner should be understanding of the importance of your education and career. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I think that one is pretty straightforward. Alright, let's move on to the next one. A gold reward will make the comment glow. I see. Don't use Reddit anymore. Good for you, Dr. Cordy. Me either. Alright. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my boyfriend have my bank account info to make a purchase? Immediate no is my thought. Does the person being talked about ever counterpost? They do actually. I have seen that before, but then it begs the question if, was it all fake? Are these people posting this stuff just for more Reddit karma and all that? Hello, Alexis. Welcome. Hold on, let me hydrate really quick. I, a 31-year-old woman, have been with my boyfriend, a 37-year-old male, for 8 months. He has 3 kids and is a single dad. We're on pretty good terms regarding almost everything. When it comes to money and spending, we take turns to invite each other out weekly. We don't live together, obviously. Several times, he had me pay for his kids' purchases. I didn't make a big issue out of it, solely for the reason that those purchases were relatively small. All I had to pay was $30 to $60. That's fine. Hello, Joe. Yeah. We are vibing, judging others together tonight. The other day, he called me while I was at work and sounded like he was in a hurry. He said he just found the gaming device he's been looking for so long, oh no, and wanted to buy it for his oldest son. I asked, what's this have to do with me? And he told me he was short on money and needed $300. He asked me to lend him the money, but he asked me to lend him the $300, and I hesitated, but agreed. He asked for my bank account info so he could pull the money, but I refused and told him to wait for me till I get there. Yeah, red flag. He insisted and said he'd handle it. All I had to do was just send him my bank account info after I end the call with him. His insistence made me uncomfortable, so I still said no and told him to either wait or I won't pay. He got mad at me, saying he didn't get why I was acting like this. That's so sus. He got so loud, I had to hang up. I found him sitting outside after I went home. He was waiting for me and was extremely upset. He asked why I didn't just send him the account info so he could pull the money we agreed on. And told him I don't feel comfortable letting anyone have my personal info, especially when it comes to finances. He got offended and said, in all caps, I'm not just anyone, I'm your effing partner. They went on a rant about how he ended up not paying the gaming device after looking for it for so long, and now his kid is mad at him, and it's my fault. We had a fight after he left and told me I'd better have an apology for him and his son next time I call his phone. I haven't called yet, but I feel like I acted stupidly and irrationally. I think I should have just given him the info he asked for. I don't know if I made the right decision. I bet it was a PS5, it probably was. Yeah, same Joe. Exactly, Passion. They're not even married. They're just dating. Hello, Moe. We're relaxing to red flags. We're feeling better for ourselves because other people are worse than us. Another petty dude. Yeah, okay. First things first, my dude. If you do not have the $300 to spare in a gaming device, maybe your son didn't need it. It's not like it's a necessity. Nobody's dying. It's just a PlayStation. Like, what? I would never, call up a friend and be like, hey, listen, can you send me like $500, $300, and also give me your bank account info? That's so suspicious. Like, it's one thing to just ask for the money and be like, oh no, you can't pay for it. Just give me your bank account information. That's so sus. Oh my god, what the heck? It's good for her for not giving it to him. He totally would have like taken everything and left or something like that. Communication is not hard, yeah. Sounds like a male Karen. Maybe he was a Nigerian prince. If he was a Nigerian prince, he could have bought his own PS5. Can you send me 14K? I need to DoorDash something. Can you give me $300? Okay, but send me your bank account information first. Thanks, Dash. The man lacks common sense, or he thought that she lacked common sense. The son wouldn't have known unless the father promised before calling OP. I mean, I think what it was the son was like, Dad, I want a PS5. Can we get a PS5? And he was like, well, son, they're all sold out, but I promise, if I see that PS5 for sale, I'm gonna get it for you. And he was like, thanks, Dad, if that was actually what happened. Yeah. There is an update, so I'll read that after, but pretty obviously, he's the jerk here. Okay. And let this read after the first hour, but got back to hundreds of people engaging. They are dating Doge. I'm just amazed, and since many of you wanted to know what happened, I went to his place and talked to him and his eldest son. Turns out that the gaming device thing was a lie. He wanted the money for something else, to help pay for one of his buddy's car repair. Why couldn't you just say that? What? I was shocked when he confessed and said he had to lie and make it about his kids to get me to lend him the money. You can only imagine my reaction after this. I just blew up at him and left. I just see chat moving so fast in the background and left without giving him any chance to respond. He tried calling my phone, still trying, but I decided I wanted some space to think about what happened and really reevaluate our relationship. It's true that he had me pay for the kids in the past, but after what I found, I wouldn't put it past him that those $30 to $60 purchases weren't for the kids, as I haven't seen the stuff he said he bought for them. Oh God. I'm in need of some space and quiet, though I'm busy with work, but I do my best to stay focused. I, quite frankly, am no longer sure if I could move past this. It's just so unsettling that he has no issue lying to me and using me for money like that. I love the kids, I adore them, but him, he's hurt me with what I did, and I'm not sure I could come back from it. I might just be upset right now and will need time. I'm just going to do a lot of thinking regarding this situation and see what happens. Dump him! Dump him! Yeah, dump him. Lying. Total jerk. Yeah. Right. Casey, why? What? No, I was almost at 5 hours, Casey. How could you do this to me? Casey, thank you for the 10 gift subs. We're vibing, Casey. I'm glad that you are very invested in this story, though, I guess. Sad thing is, the next girlfriend won't have this info. Yeah, he's just gonna keep using these people. Me no like seeing it go down. It's just enough for Casey, it's okay. Yeah, hope she dumped him. Let's see. Okay. Any interesting comments? OP being gaslit by her boyfriend. He waited for her outside her home to light into her for not giving him her bank account info, and he expects her to apologize to him and his son because he didn't have enough money to buy an unnecessary gaming device. What the heck? OP, you're being manipulated and made to feel guilty for being rational. He's using you. It's only the beginning, but it's up to you whether you allow it to continue. Drop this loser and move on. That's right. Honestly, Doge, yeah, that's a lot of the times that I've seen that's how it goes. OP set a reasonable boundary and he went ballistic. Waiting outside the home was a manipulative tactic. Yikes. Alrighty. That one's also pretty straightforward. Hello, Jane. I see. Thank you for the comfort trio. You're welcome. Once again, if you guys have any suggestions for posts, feel free to toss it in exclamation point. Am I the AITA? Hello, Freeze. Welcome, welcome. Breathe. Oh, I'm good. I'm not quite incensed over it. Honestly, I've read so many of these posts before that it's like, yeah, that sounds about right for me. Good thing she didn't give him the account info. He probably would have cleared her out. Exactly. Okay. Ooh, Doge submitted one. Okay. Let's see. Right, what is this? Casey, thank you for the Pat the Corporate team. Okay. And the Pat the Doggo or the Redeemed Doggo is sleeping right now. Almost. Okay, she's super almost awake, so I'm gonna wait a bit before petting her. Yeah, she's tossing and turning a little bit, so I don't want to startle her awake. Oh, I did, Joe. I finished it during the first the night of the subathon anniversary stream. Yeah, I finished it that night. I would never waste an acai bowl. I love acai bowls so much. Okay. Am I the asshole for laughing in my stepmom's face and kicking my dad out? Ooh. My parents, he is a 21-year-old male, that's OP. Hope it was good. It was a lot. My parents weren't ready for kids when they had me. My uncle and aunt. My uncle is my grandma's youngest brother on my dad's side. I did not keep track of that at all. My uncle and aunt wanted kids, so me coming along was pretty much perfect for them. My uncle and aunt are farmers, and I live and work on the farm with them and my girlfriend. Oh, never mind, Nikki's awake. Good morning, Nikki. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hi. Hi. Hello there. Oh, there's Nikki. Okay, now I pet Taco. Hello. And now the computer is taking off again, I see. Let me put this back on. Here we go. Okay. Where was I? My mom and dad used to visit, but stopped when I was around 8 because my dad met his now wife, and my mom started dating her boyfriend. Is that her pet? Yes, Nikki. Nikki is the doggo. She's a little Yorkie. I haven't seen them until my 21st birthday, and that was the last time I saw my dad until today. I don't actually call my dad Dad. I call my uncle Dad or Pop, and my aunt Mom. I just wrote it the way I did so it wouldn't get confusing and so I could stay under the character limit. Okay. So basically the uncle and aunt raised him is what it sounds like? Pretty much? Okay, got it. My dad, stepmom, and stepsister The stepsister is a 13-year-old teenager, female, came over today. I was in the stable with my horse. I was brushing her and talking to her. My stepmom brought my stepsister to the stable and pet some of the other horses. I like Goseder. After a bit, my stepmom pulled me aside and asked me to stop talking to my horse because she thought only freaks talk to animals and she didn't want my stepsister to take after me. I laughed in her face at that, then realized she was serious. I told her I wasn't going to stop talking to my horse. After my girlfriend, that horse is my best friend, and I like to talk to her. She got mad and grabbed my stepsister and stormed away. What is this, A little bit later, I was telling my girlfriend about what my stepmom said when my dad walked over. He started to scold me for disrespecting his wife. I said, I only said I wouldn't stop talking to my horse. What's the big deal? And he said, you laughed in her face. I knew my aunt and uncle didn't raise you properly. That pissed me off, and my girlfriend could see it on my face. She tried to de-escalate, but my dad kept talking over her. That's when I snapped. I said, you weren't there for 13 years. You were barely around to begin with. You know nothing about my lifestyle and what me being raised properly looks like. At this point, my aunt, uncle, stepmom, and stepsister heard the commotion and came out. My dad said, well, you still disrespected my wife. And I said, she called me a freak, and I'm the one being disrespectful. He said, almost yelling, you have to respect your elders. At this point, I was done arguing, so I told him to leave. He tried to argue that, but all he got out was I'm before I cut him off and said, leaving. He was getting really mad, but my uncle came to my defense, and they eventually left, but my stepmom screamed that I was an asshole before they left. Well, my dude, definitely not. The absolute nerve of him, but I could, of the dad, but I could totally see that happening. Dads being jerks and thinking, they can come back and be like, oh, I knew you weren't raised right. That was quite the ride, it was. Imagine not talking to every animal. How can you not? They're so cute. Guy who loves his horse, equals freak? Question mark? People are so strange. Why did they even take them? Like, why did they even come? I assumed it was gonna be like they're here to ask for money or something like that, but it seemed like they just came over for no reason. Kuhaka, thank you for the follow. Please make yourself at home. They were definitely there for a reason, but always hated the phrase respect for your elders because being elderly does not inherently make you more respectable. Clearly. Family reunion? Yeah, considering that's how much he cared about his son and how he never visited before. It's maybe. Not the asshole. Your dad's wife sounds like a complete moron, and your dad is a buffoon. Everyone talks to their animals. People who don't are not to be trusted. Exactly. My mom calls me just to talk to one of my cats. Not really. She'll hold full conversations with people on the phone, and I think it's the cutest thing ever. I love how the comments are all just talking to animals is normal. My grandma's cat used to answer the phone. It was one of those flat tabletop landlines. You would knock the receiver. Daisy, thank you for the 2 gift subs. Hello, Luna. I did have a good. Oh, today? Oh, yes, I had a good day. I hope you had a nice birthday, Luna. You would knock the receiver off and meow into it for the longest. Did you give subs just because you don't want it? It's 5 hours, Casey. 5 hours. Pressing buttons again. I'm done for the day. Thank you. Thank you. You would knock the receiver off and meow into it. For the longest time, she couldn't figure out why the phone was always off the hook, then saw him in action. Ended up having to tape the receiver down. Oh, cute. Animals calling people up. Nice, nice, nice. This whole thread is just people talking about their pets. Good for them. You shall not sleep. I have to sleep. I have maybe we have another 2.5 hours. So maybe one more stream. Dash. One more stream and then the subathon will finally be done. Thank you for the gift sub. It is a good thread. It is a good thread. If talking to your animals makes you a freak, I must be in a whole other class of weird since I sing to mine. That's normal. Right? We sing to Nikki all the time. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Jane, thank you for the stretcher team. How dare she just show up and say those things to you? It's for your sperm donor saying you weren't raised right. I'd have been screaming someone hold me back while kicking off my shoes and ripping out my earrings for a fight. Your restraint is admirable, and I'm happy you dodged a bullet and didn't have to live with them growing up. That's right. Man. Annan, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that one is also pretty solidly. OP is in the right here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read some titles and we'll see which one we feel we want to read first. Am I the asshole for correcting a coworker about something? Okay. Am I the asshole for making a real-life Pokédex of girls at my university? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Alright, I guess we gotta read this. That's what. What? Okay, read it. Oh, please tell me it's fake. Read it, please. No, Ash. Okay, well, Ash has taken the lead in the gift subbing. Congratulations, I guess. Thank you for the 10 gift subs, Ash. Oh my god, fellas, please. It's just 5 hours. It's not that bad. It won't hurt you. Okay. This is, well, okay, hold on. Let me get Nikki her food first, and then we will begin. It's not gonna hurt you. No. Sarah. Okay. We have another emote slot? No. I don't have enough. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Zero, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. 5 hours and 17 minutes. It's just 5 hours. Oh my god. Welcome back, Zero. Thank you guys for unlocking another emote slot. I'm just gonna go get Nikki's food. That's what I'm gonna do. It's right here. It's only gonna take a second. Hold on. And then the blanket. There is a warning for creepy stalkerish behavior on this post, so heads up for those who might be sensitive about things like that. but I mean, kind of obvious from the title, methinks. More emotes, I know. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. I'm hoping it's not as awful as it sounds, but I think it's gotta be, doesn't it? Ash, why? What? No, what are we at? 10, 20, 37. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait. 10, 15, 25, 26, 28, 38. Okay, plus 38. 38. Give me a second. We're back to the beginning timer. I've made no progress. 38 is 1180, 1191. Oh my god. Hello, Gecko. Okay. Alright. Oh wait, I have to update Ash's count. Ash is at 120. Let's see. Oh my god, how is this happening? There we go. Okay. And then, alright, Davida, thank you for the 100 bits. Fellas, we're just judging people right now. We're just vibing. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit. There we go. Okay. And now to hydrate. And then we'll get started. Yes, I am judging you all for your spending choices. Okay. Am I the asshole for making a real-life Pokédex of girls at my university? With the name out of Jen judging us? I mean, we kind of have things like that, right? Look. Jen. SMH. That sums it up pretty perfectly, I think. So, freshman year of college, I began working on this project casually. I like to keep notes on women I talk to about their favorite things, activities they enjoy, gifts, candies they like, sappy stuff like that. I suck at remembering things like that, so I decided to keep a spreadsheet. After getting a handful of entries, I offhandedly mentioned it to my friend group. One had the idea that I shared with them so we could all keep new entries as they caught different entries. Oh my god. Thank you all for the hype train. It is over now, so we're vibing. Where's Nikki? She is in my lap. She is eating her dinner. Yeah? Immediately put him on the list, yeah. You know, that was kind of a thing, like, back in my high school too. I think some boys got in trouble for, putting girls on, like, a list and giving them, like, a rating and things like that. Like, I don't know what is wrong with these people. So this expanded further. Right now, about 40 guys have access to it. And it's mainly the guys in my frat, and the women featured are girls from different sororities. That's a thing. It was indeed a thing. I would be surprised if it wasn't a thing in other schools as well, honestly speaking. Nikki's so cute, yeah? Are you so cute, Nikki? We also added more information, such as like where you should take them if you really want to impress them. We don't keep this information for any nefarious or scumbaggy reasons, just to help us know what to do if we want to impress certain girls. The original idea of this was just to keep information like favorite color, so I didn't forget their favorite colors. Now it's helping a lot of guys. Somehow a girl who was on the list found out and she was pissed off. She was eventually able to trace it back to me, so I assumed someone who was simping for her snitched when the Pokedex wasn't making the girl like him. How about a doggo emote? We've been asked that before. I am not very comfortable doing a doggo emote, because I am a very, Nikki is very old. She is 13 years old now. And, dogs of her breed usually only live up to like 15 years old, so, yeah, I it's just a thing that, I would not be comfortable with. Yeah. So she's pissed off, and she made it out to be a guide to hooking up with women when it's most definitely not that. It's just to make impressing them on dates easier. That's it. She's made a big deal of this, telling so many girls around campus, and now they're all saying that by the start of the fall semester, none of them will be visiting our fraternity or going to our parties. Yeah. Now, all the guys are mad at me when I'm not even the one who told girls about the list, and they were all also using the list. I also think it's unfair to say that the list was all about sex when it wasn't at all. Am I the asshole? Edit. I'm not a stalker. There was no information in it that could have been used to hurt someone, only to have a better date. My dude, that's so creepy. Oh my god, what the heck? Yikes. Okay. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. Rexel? Thank you for the follow. Please make yourself at home. I may be the asshole for making girls no longer want to hang out with guys in my frat. You must be joking. You must be joking. Oh my god. Yikes. Alright, one of the comments says, I'm just not seeing this as creepy. I think it's a really neat way to keep track of things that people really like when you remember. I do this with every single person when I get their birthday. I have hundreds of birthdays on my calendar, and it's a nice thing to do. I said your name right? Nice. Welcome. And somebody else replied, okay, let me see if I can explain this. Imagine you're a girl. Imagine talking to a guy, maybe going on a date or two, whatever, and he seems nice. You two get along and seem compatible. Call you A. Okay, nice to meet you, A. Then you find out that all those nice things he did was because he had access to a database of information about your likes and dislikes and other information. Mr. Nephew, yeah, he's excited because we have family over right now. Not only yours, but a bunch of other women's info too. And not only that, but loads of guys have access to this info. Now, as a girl, you are hyper aware. Oh no. Those offer nice brother-in-law. Tell him I said hi. He's not I will tell him you said hi. Writing down friends' birthdays and favorite colors is fine, and I guess other girls, but why share it with your friends? It's so ignorant and invasion of privacy. Yeah, it's like, if it's so harmless, then why didn't you tell these girls about this database then, right? Now, as a girl, you are hyper aware of the danger of sexual assault, stalking, etc. Quite probably, you have female friends and or family with traumatic experiences regarding this. One of the few ways you have to keep yourself safe is to share information about yourself wisely. And suddenly, you realize that tons of guys you do not know and do not trust, have had all this information about you to try and win you over. That is terrifying for what I hope are obvious reasons. There is plenty of other things wrong with this. You've basically set out a goddamn menu of women for men to pick and choose from, describing it as a Pokédex, but hopefully this might give you somewhere to start. You're the asshole. Delete this database immediately. Your convenience does not trump women's safety. I think they worded that very well. God, yikes. Even if this wasn't made creepily, it just assumes women don't live in a world where they are manipulated, taken advantage of, and assaulted on a regular basis by pseudo-nice guys. Also, it's creepy. The making, the sharing, the justification, all of it. Yeah. Yikes. 100%. That's so gross, yeah. Jeez. Even, actually, my office does have a little list of like everybody's birthdays and stuff, but that's normal because we all know about it, you know? And it's not a list of their likes and dislikes so you can have a better date with them. Jeez. There's actually some people in the comments who don't understand why this is wrong. My dude, please, why? I don't think you're creepy. If women had such a guide, society would deem it cute. No, they wouldn't. No, that's weird. But as a woman, I'm thinking you were trying to make a guide to help better communication, whether the relationship worked out or not. There are women in the group too. Were there? I don't think there were. Yeah, so yikes. Not the asshole. Pretty standard practice to take notes and share info with friends. Not sure why this is even a question. Yeah, it's dehumanizing. Exactly, Calico. Yikes. The gamifying it, of it, calling it a Pokédex, right? He just doesn't get it. Of course he's in a frat. It wasn't for nefarious or scumbaggy reasons. Someone was simping for her. And no, dude, you sound pretty scumbaggy, yeah. Yikes. I sincerely hope it's just satire. I hope so, but like, things like that do happen. Hello, Goblin. How can they say it's normal? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna keep going down the list. If you guys see something you think is interesting, we can try reading it. Am I the asshole for not stopping my husband from yodeling every time my mother-in-law asks me about having a baby? Am I the asshole for hiding my neighbor's garden gnome because it was scaring my son? This is funny. You want to read the first one? We can try it. The yodeling one, okay. Alright, let me hydrate first really quick. Both of them sound great? Okay. I, a 27-year-old woman, am married to my 28-year-old husband, who we'll call Keith. We've been married 3 years now. My mother-in-law, who we'll call Beth, and I never had the best relationship, and at times we've gone low contact because of it. She has never wished me a happy birthday or gotten me any kind of present that wasn't an attachment of my husband's. She refused to come to any big events for me. Like I got my master's last year, and she said it wasn't a big enough deal to drive an hour to celebrate and things of that nature. I've grown to just have a thick skin, but also my husband normally handles everything for me. He is very much my bodyguard around her and stops her every time she tries to say something, but it has never stopped her much anyway. Beth's new big thing is kids. She has wanted us to have a baby since before we were married. She has an older son who is unmarried and will probably never have kids, so she always tells Keith that he is her last hope of true happiness and always tries to bribe us into kids. Last year, she told us if we got pregnant that she would buy us a house, and she meant it. This woman wants a grandbaby. However, it's gotten to the point where it's all she talks about. She never asks me about work, my hobbies, my family, or anything now. She basically only talks to me about children. My husband and I want kids just on our own time. Desperate for a kid, yeah. A little abandoned. This started getting really upsetting. This started really getting upsetting for me. Picky? Is it supposed to be like picky? Thank you for the follow. Please make yourself at home. And it made my husband angry. Something to know. My husband jokingly learned how to yodel when he was in high school. Yodel is a loose term for it. Can just call you PG. Okay, welcome. It's more he makes a loud, obnoxious sound for a long period of time and calls it yodeling. A couple months ago, when we saw his parents, Beth started to make a baby comment again, and he got so irritated he just started to loudly yodel. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen and immediately shut her up. Ever since, he does it every time she asks about a kid. This is where I might be the asshole. We went out for his parents' anniversary at a very nice restaurant. It was just his immediate family, parents, brother, Keith, and me. He's a very good husband. And beforehand, he told his mom very nicely we would really appreciate no baby talk. Well, she didn't care and thought because we were somewhere nice, my husband wouldn't yodel. And she was wrong. He did it so loud and for so long that everyone in the restaurant was staring by the end. It embarrassed her so badly, she almost started crying. His dad thinks we are major assholes for ruining their anniversary dinner, and we could have just ignored her. My husband feels justified in what he did, and his brother doesn't really care. I mostly feel bad because I should have stopped this a while ago and made us talk like adults, but it's just never worked in the past. And I feel really bad about ruining her dinner. Am I the asshole? No, sweetheart. She had it coming. What a great husband, man. It's just one of those things where you have to turn to your partner and be like, if your mother was bothering us constantly about babies, would you yodel for me? Perfect. That's beautiful. But yeah, no, absolutely not. She's a jerk. People who are constantly annoying about babies are jerks. I can only hope to marry someone like that. Exactly. Yeah, mother-in-law's the jerk. Not the OP. The husband is a legend.